Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams and with me is Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. India and China arrive at a mutual consensus to disengage from all the areas of eastern Ladakh, says Army. 2,000 crore rupees allocated by PM CARES Fund for supplying made-in-India ventilators to government-run COVID hospitals. Patanjali launches Ayurvedic medicine for coronavirus. World-famous Rath Yatra taking place amid restrictions in Puri, Odisha. Government decides not to send Hajj pilgrims to Saudi Arabia this year due to the pandemic. Vice President, Prime Minister and Home Minister paid tributes to Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee on his death anniversary today. India and China have reached a mutual consensus to disengage in the eastern Ladakh sector. In the Corps Commander level talks between India and China at Moldo, both sides agreed to disengage from all friction areas. Our correspondent, quoting Army sources, reports that the Corps Commander level talks between India and China yesterday were held at Moldo in a cordial, positive and constructive atmosphere. Modalities for disengagement from all friction areas in eastern Ladakh were discussed and will be taken forward by both sides. The meeting had started at around 11:30 a.m. yesterday at Moldo on the Chinese side of the line of actual control LAC opposite Chushul to diffuse the tensions in the eastern Ladakh sector. This was the second meeting between the two corps commanders. They had met on June the 6th and had agreed to disengage at multiple locations. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, 2 terrorists have been gunned down by security forces in an exchange of fire that broke out between terrorists and security forces in Banzu area of South Kashmir's Pulwama district this morning. According to police, a joint team of Pulwama Police, Army's 55RR and CRPF launched a coordinated search operation based on a specific intelligence input about the presence of terrorists in Banzu area. A senior police officer said as the joint team of forces approached the suspected spot, the hiding terrorists fired upon them, which was effectively retaliated, triggering an encounter that resulted in the elimination of 2 terrorists. 1 CRPF personnel was also martyred in the said operation. 2 AK-47 rifles have been recovered from the encounter site. The identity of the slain terrorists is being ascertained. This was the 11th encounter in South Kashmir in the current month, in which 34 terrorists have been killed so far.
PM CARES Fund Trust has allocated 2,000 crore rupees for supply of 50,000 made-in-India ventilators to government-run COVID hospitals in all states and union territories. In addition, 1,000 crore rupees have been allocated for the welfare of migrant labourers. A report.
Out of the 50,000 ventilators, 30,000 ventilators are being manufactured by Bharat Electronics Limited. 2,923 ventilators have been manufactured so far, and out of which 1,340 ventilators have been delivered to the states and union territories. These ventilators have been supplied to Maharashtra, Delhi, Gujarat, Bihar, Karnataka and Rajasthan. By the end of this month, additional 14,000 ventilators will be delivered to all the states and union territories. In addition, 1,000 crore rupees have already been released to states and union territories for welfare of the migrant laborers. These assistance will be used for arranging accommodation, food, medical treatment and transportation of the migrants. Large portion of the fund was allocated to Maharashtra, followed by Uttar Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. 181 crore rupees were released to Maharashtra, 103 crore rupees to Uttar Pradesh and 83 crore rupees to Tamil Nadu. Grants were also released to Gujarat, Delhi, West Bengal, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Karnataka. Bhupendra Singh, AIR News, Delhi.
The Union Government today said that the recovery rate reached to 56.37% in the country and a total of 2,48,190 people affected with coronavirus have been cured so far. During the last 24 hours, 10,994 people recovered from COVID-19. Presently, the total number of active corona cases in the country is 1,78,014. Health and Family Welfare Ministry said a total of 14,933 new cases of COVID-19 have been reported in the last 24 hours, taking the total number of cases to 4,40,215. In one day, a total of 312 deaths have been reported, taking the nationwide toll to 14,011. With this, the case fatality rate reached 3.18% in the country. ICMR said that a total of 1,87,233 tests of coronavirus samples were conducted by the various laboratories in the country within 24 hours.
Yog Guru Baba Ramdev's Patanjali Ayurved has launched its medicine for COVID-19 named Coronil. During the launch of the medicine at Haridwar in Uttarakhand, Baba Ramdev said that Patanjali has prepared the first Ayurvedic clinically controlled research, evidence and trial-based medicine for COVID-19. He said their clinical trial found that 69% of infected persons tested recovered from COVID-19 within 3 days, while 100% of them recovered within a week. In Rajasthan, the number of active cases has crossed 3,000 today. According to the report issued by the Health Department, 199 cases have been reported today. The total number of infected people has gone up to 15,431, out of which 12,040 people have recovered. A report.
The Health Department has said that the recovery rate of COVID patients has reached above 78%. Today, 89 cases of COVID-19 have been reported in Jaipur. Jaipur district is now on top once again with 511 active patients. Corona cases have been reported in a large number in Dholpur district in the last 4 days. With 49 people tested positive today there, the number of active patients has increased to 394, which is the highest after Jaipur. Meanwhile, 7 lakh samples of COVID-19 have been tested in private and government labs in the state. Jitendra Dwivedi, AIR News, Jaipur.
The Maharashtra Health Minister Rajesh Tope announced that presently there are as many as 103 laboratories functional across the state where COVID-19 tests can be done. 60 of these are government-owned and remaining 43 are private. An official press statement quoting the minister said, between May 26th and June 20th, 30 more laboratories have been included. Details from our Mumbai correspondent.
The health minister said per 1 million population, the testing has been doubled, adding that when the first COVID-19 positive patient was found on March 9 this year, there were only 2 testing facilities in Mumbai and Pune. Until Sunday, 7,73,865 samples were sent for testing, of which 1,32,075 have been tested positive. Meanwhile, 8 trainee cadets of INS Shivaji, Lonavala, which is one of the premier training establishments of Indian Navy, have tested positive for novel coronavirus. The infected cadets are a part of batch of 150 trainees. The Tehsildar of Mawar area said recently some trainee cadets had come to INS Shivaji from Uttar Pradesh, Delhi and other cities. He said all the positive cadets have been admitted to the military hospital at Vanovari in Pune. He said the Naval Institute has set up 8 different isolation facilities. With 3,721 new cases in last 24 hours, Maharashtra's coronavirus tally has risen to 1,35,796. The number of recovered patients has increased to 67,706 with the discharge of 1,962 patients on Monday. Sonali Ghadiyar Patil, AIR News, Mumbai.
In Gujarat, about 300 workers of diamond units in Surat have been tested positive for coronavirus in the last 10 days. According to sources, authorities have imposed fresh restrictions on the diamond industry following this COVID-19 spread. AIR Ahmedabad correspondent reports that now the main diamond trading market of Surat will remain closed twice in a week. More from our Ahmedabad correspondent.
According to new restrictions, the main diamond markets of Surat will remain closed twice in a week, while canteen of all diamond units will remain closed on all days. According to Surat Municipal Commissioner Banchani Dipani, the new restrictions have been imposed following the emergence of large number of COVID-19 cases among the diamond workers. Moreover, diamond trading hubs in Maidarpura, Mini Bazar and Choksi Bazar will also remain closed on all Saturdays and Sundays till the situation improves. Authorities have also asked all diamond polishing units to maintain proper ventilation in their premises for the workers. Surat Municipal Corporation and Diamond Association have set up the joint teams to monitor the strict implementation of new guidelines. Yogesh Pandya, Air News, Ahmedabad.
The Indian naval ship INS Airavate reached Thoothukudi port in Tamil Nadu this morning, bringing back 198 stranded Indians from the Maldives. The evacuation mission has been undertaken by the Indian Navy under Operation Samudra Setu. The 7-day full lockdown in Madurai comes into effect from midnight tonight. More from our correspondent.
The education of children during the time of pandemic is a lingering question in the minds of parents, teachers and officials alike. The Tamil Nadu government has formed an 18-member team to look into the future of school education in the state in the midst of the looming COVID-19 threat. The panel consists of 14 senior officials and 4 education experts. It is expected to submit its report to the government by the first week of next month. It is learned that the state government would take a decision on curtailing the syllabus for this year and framing guidelines on online teaching based on the committee report. The state government is also awaiting the guidelines from the centre about the online education. Jai Singh, AR News, Chennai.
The Karnataka state government has issued an order today asking private hospitals to reserve 50% of its beds for the treatment of COVID patients referred by the public health authorities. The private hospitals with facilities to treat COVID-19 patients are now mandated to open up their ICU and high dependency care units for patients referred by government hospitals. Remaining 50% of the beds and facilities could be used by the respective hospitals to treat patients privately. Announcing the treatment charges, the order says that for patients referred by public health authorities to private hospitals is 5,200 rupees, for general ward and for high dependency care 7,000 rupees, for ICU without ventilator 8,500 rupees and with ventilator 10,000 rupees per day. The rate ceiling for private COVID-19 patients has also been announced. Such patients without insurance shall pay 10,000 rupees for general ward and 25,000 rupees for ICU with ventilator. The package rates include cost incurred for PPE and other consumables used in treating corona patients. Kerala reported 1 COVID death today, taking the death toll due to COVID in the state to 22. The deceased is a 68-year-old Kollam native who had returned from Delhi and was under treatment in the Paripalli Medical College in Kollam. Presently, there are 1,540 active COVID cases in Kerala.
In Nagaland, the total number of confirmed COVID-19 cases has risen to 330 today after 50 new cases were reported. Minister for Health and Family Welfare S. Phangnew Phom in a tweet said that out of 50 samples that tested positive, 24 were from Dimapur Quarantine Centre, 14 from Kohima Quarantine Centre and 12 from the Peren Quarantine Centre. The state now has 189 active cases while 141 have recovered. In Mizoram, 12 patients have recovered from coronavirus and no new positive cases was found in the last 24 hours. The total number of positive cases of COVID-19 infections in the state has reached 142. Of the total 142 positive cases till date, 12 persons have been cured and discharged from hospital, resulting in 130 active cases.
In our series Experts Speak on All India Radio, we bring you views of leading medical experts on COVID-19. Talking to AIR News, Director at AIIMS in Delhi, Dr. Randeep Guleria, advised people to strictly follow social distancing and hand hygiene norms to check the spread of COVID-19 infection.
Regular hand washing should be done. So those who in an area where there is coronavirus infection should wash their hands regularly. You should avoid going to crowded places because if someone in the crowd is coughing and has the infection, he can spread to others in the crowded places. And if any member in your family has fever, cough, cold, he should stay at home and avoid going out so that he doesn't spread the infection to other people in the community.
Dr. Rakesh Garg of AIIMS, Delhi, said the spread of COVID-19 infection takes place through a person having a travel history as well as from those who have come in contact with infected persons.
सबसे ज्यादा मायने वाली चीज ये रखती है कि हम कोविड-19 की सस्पिशन उस पर ज्यादा डिपेंड करेंगे अगर उसकी कुछ ऐसी जगह से ट्रेवल की हिस्ट्री है जहां पर पॉजिटिव केसेस थे, एंडेमिक एरिया था, या फिर उनका ऐसे कांटेक्ट हुआ है किसी पेशेंट से जो ऑलरेडी पॉजिटिव था, ये सस्पेक्ट था, या फिर ऐसे पेशेंट की जो देखभाल कर रहा है जो कि पॉजिटिव है, ये सस्पेक्ट है। तो अगर ये हिस्ट्री पॉजिटिव है और साथ में सिम्टम्स भी हैं, तो उसमें चांसेस कोविड-19 के होने के रहते हैं।
The News Services Division of All India Radio in its bilingual live phone-in program today will bring you a special discussion on COVID-19. Dr. A.K. Varshne, Senior medical consultant Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital will participate in the discussion. Listeners can ask questions to the expert on toll-free telephone number 1800115767. You can also ask questions on telephone number 01123314444 and post queries on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. This can be heard tonight on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. onwards. This program will also be available on our website, newsonair.com, and on our YouTube channel, News on AIR Official. You can also follow us on the News on AIR app for updates.
A research team at the Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore has developed nanozymes that destroy the cell membrane of bacteria by directly targeting its phospholipids. Nanozymes are nanomaterials that can disintegrate the cell membranes of a range of disease-causing bacteria. The study conducted by the Department of Inorganic and Physical Chemistry and Department of Microbiology and Cell Biology was published in ACS Applied Biomaterials Journal. The nanomaterial developed in IISc is tested on several potential pathogenic bacteria causing typhoid, gastroenteritis, dysentery, cholera and pneumonia. It was found that the nanozymes stop growth and kill the microbes. Former PhD students Kapudeep Kormokar and Kritika Khulbe, who conducted the research, say that nanozymes developed by them can replace the antibiotics that have become ineffective, as several bacteria have developed resistance to them by producing their own enzymes. You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. India and China arrive at a mutual consensus to disengage from all the areas of eastern Ladakh, says Army. 2,000 crore rupees allocated by PM CARES Fund for supplying made-in-India ventilators to government-run COVID hospitals. Patanjali launches Ayurvedic medicine for coronavirus. World-famous Rath Yatra taking place amid restrictions in Puri, Odisha. Government decides not to send Hajj pilgrims to Saudi Arabia this year due to the pandemic. And Vice President, Prime Minister and Home Minister paid tributes to Dr. Shama Prasad Mukherjee on his death anniversary today. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
अपने साथ अपनों का ध्यान रखो, बड़े बुजुर्गों का तुम ध्यान रखो, तो बात करो, कुछ मदद करो, कोरोना के चलते याद रखो, घर की सफाई ना भूलना, हाथों को धोना मत भूलना, सुरक्षित दादा दादी नाना नानी अभियान, अपने साथ अपनों का ध्यान.
The centuries-old world-famous historic Rath Yatra in Puri, Odisha has begun amid restrictions. Puri Gajapati Maharaj Divya Singh Deb performed Chera Panhara, a ritual of sweeping the chariots before they are pulled by devotees. However, this year the festival is being organised without devotees as per the Supreme Court's order in view of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Rath Yatra in Puri began amid restrictions. Idols of Lord Jagannath, Balabhadra and Goddess Subhadra are moved out of Jagannath temple and were seated on chariots. The chariots are moved by the Sevayats on the Badadanda road in Puri towards the Gundicha temple. Even though servitors were seen wearing masks or wrapping the traditional gamcha to cover their faces during the rituals. After that, Puri Gajapati Maharaja Divya Singh Dev performed Chera Pohara, a ritual of sweeping the chariots of Lord Jagannath, which is known as Nandi Ghosha, Lord Balabhadra's chariot Talodhwaja and Goddess Subhadra's chariot Darpa Dolana before they are pulled by the devotees. Even though Lord Jagannath stepped out to give darshan, the scenes at the Badadanda were different this year as Rath Yatra is being organized without the public attendance. However, this year only selective servitors and police officials will pull the chariots of lords. Moreover, a partial curfew has been imposed in Puri and all the entry points to the town have been sealed since last night. Iti Shri Singh Rathore, AIR News, Cuttack.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has greeted people on the occasion of Ashadi Bij, the Kutchi New Year. In a tweet today, he said this is a community known for its great culture and bravery and prayed that the coming year is filled with happiness and good health. The government has decided that Muslims from India will not go to Saudi Arabia to perform Hajj due to the corona pandemic. Minority Affairs Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi today informed that he received a phone call from Hajj and Umrah Minister of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Dr. Mohammed Saleh bin Tahir Benten, suggesting not to send Hajj pilgrims from India this year. Mr. Naqvi said the entire world is facing challenges posed by the pandemic and Saudi Arabia has also been affected by it. He said that 213,000 applications had been received for Hajj 2020. The minister said the process has been started today to immediately refund the full amount of money deposited by the applicants without any deduction. Our correspondent reports the money will be refunded through online DBT mode into bank accounts of the applicants. Shri Naqvi said a total of 2 lakh Indian Muslims had performed Hajj in 2019. These pilgrims included 50% women. A total of 3,040 women have performed Hajj after the NDA government ensured Muslim women can perform Hajj without a male companion in 2018. Saudi Arabia has announced that it will hold a very limited Hajj this year due to the pandemic, with pilgrims from all nationalities residing in the kingdom allowed to perform it. The Saudi Ministry of Hajj and Umrah yesterday said this decision has been taken to ensure that Hajj is performed in a safe manner from a public health perspective while observing all preventive measures and necessary social distancing protocols.
2 crore building and other construction workers BOCW have received a cash assistance of 4,957 crore rupees with the lockdown due to COVID-19. Ministry of Labour and Employment in a statement said that 1.75 crore transactions were done directly into the bank accounts of the workers through direct benefit transfer DBT. Apart from cash benefits ranging from 1,000 to 6,000 rupees per worker during the lockdown, some of the states have also provided food and ration to the workers. The Building and Other Construction Workers Act 1996 was enacted to regulate the employment and conditions of service of these workers and to provide for the safety, health and welfare measures. The Act, along with the Cess Act, has played a significant role in coming to the rescue of construction workers by providing them subsistence during the tough times of the pandemic. Government e-marketplace JAM has made it mandatory for sellers to enter the country of origin while registering all new products on the portal. Sellers who had already uploaded their products before the introduction of this new feature on GEM are being reminded regularly to update the country of origin. If a seller fails to update the information, the products shall be removed from GEM. This step has been taken to promote Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative. GEM has also enabled a provision for indication of the percentage of local content in products. Now the country of origin as well as the local content percentage will be visible in the marketplace. Make in India filter has now been enabled on the portal and buyers can choose to buy only those products that meet the minimum 50% local content criteria. Since its inception, GEM is continuously working towards promotion of Make in India initiative. The marketplace has facilitated the entry of small local sellers in public procurement process.
The government has declared minimum support price MSP for mature dehusked coconut for the season 2020 at 2,700 rupees per quintal. The centre has hiked the MSP by 5.02%. During season 2019, the MSP was 2,571 rupees per quintal. Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar said the Government of India under Prime Minister Narendra Modi has given utmost importance to the interests of farmers growing all kinds of crops throughout the country. The hike in the MSP for mature dehusked coconut facilitates procurement of fresh coconut, thereby ensuring that the benefit of MSP reaches millions of smallholder coconut farmers. Vice President, Prime Minister and Home Minister today paid tributes to eminent educationist and founder of Bharatiya Jana Sangh, Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, on his death anniversary today. In a tweet, Vice President said Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee was an illustrious son of India and a staunch nationalist. He said Dr. Mukherjee opposed the grant of special status to Jammu and Kashmir and fought relentlessly for the complete integration of Jammu and Kashmir till his last breath. The Vice President said he was an accomplished barrister and educationist and became the youngest ever Vice-Chancellor of Calcutta University at the age of 33. He added, Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee left an indelible mark as independent India's first Minister of Industry and Supply. Paying his tributes, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said he was a great son of Mother India. Home Minister Amit Shah said Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee fought for India's unity and integrity and laid down his life for it. He said Dr. Mukherjee struggled to keep Bengal, Punjab and Kashmir as an integral part of India. He said Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee's life, which was dedicated to the nation and ideology, will always inspire crores of activists and countrymen like him. Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar also paid tributes to Dr. Mukherjee. BJP President Jagat Prakash Nadda paid floral tributes at the statue of Dr. Mukherjee at the BJP headquarters. Paying respect to him, Mr. Nadda said,
उनका बलिदान व्यर्थ नहीं गया। हम सब लोग उनकी बातों को लेकर के लगे रहे और हम जानते हैं कि पिछले साल 5 और 6 अगस्त को धारा 370 समाप्त हुई और 35A भी गया और देश की एकता और अखंडता के लिए हम सब लोग समर्पित रहे। उनकी प्रेरणा लेकर के हम सब लोग काम में जुटे हैं। आज श्रद्धांजलि देते हुए देश की एकता और अखंडता के लिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी कटिबद्ध है।
In West Bengal, various programs are being held today on the death anniversary of Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. People from all walks of life garlanded the statue of Shyama Prasad at Keuratola Crematorium this morning. A program was organised at the state BJP headquarters in Kolkata, where State President of the party and MP Mr. Dilip Ghosh and others paid floral tributes to the great leader of Bengal. Blood donation camps were also organised at different parts of the state to mark the day. A documentary film on life and ideals of Shyama Prasad will be inaugurated at a programme in Kolkata this afternoon.
Petroleum Minister Dharmendra Pradhan has said that the government is in the process of including compressed biogas, CBG, under priority sector lending. He was speaking at the online inauguration of the CBG plant at Namakkal in Tamil Nadu and CBG fuel stations at various places in the state today. Now let us take a look at the weather for today. The national capital Delhi will have generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. The minimum temperature recorded was 27 degrees and the maximum is expected to go up to 37. Mumbai will have generally cloudy sky with light rain. The minimum temperature recorded was 28 and the maximum will be around 34. Chennai will have generally cloudy sky with light rain. The minimum temperature recorded was 27 and the maximum is expected to go up to 39. Kolkata will have generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. The minimum temperature was 27 while maximum will be around 34. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, the minimum temperature was 27 in Jammu while maximum will be around 36 degrees Celsius. The city is likely to have a generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. In Srinagar, the minimum temperature was 15 while maximum will be around 28. There is a forecast of mainly clear sky becoming partly cloudy towards afternoon or evening. In Gilgit, the temperature is likely to hover between 13 and 36 with mainly clear sky becoming partly cloudy towards afternoon or evening. In Muzaffarabad, the sky will be partly cloudy with possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm. The city recorded minimum temperatures of 19 while maximum will be around 36. In Dehradun, the temperature is expected to hover between 25 and 33 with partly cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Bangalore will have a minimum temperature of 21 and the maximum is expected at 29. The city will see a generally cloudy sky with light rain. Forecast for Ahmedabad says there will be generally cloudy sky. The minimum temperature was 25 while the maximum will be around 36. Guwahati will have a generally cloudy sky with a few spells of rain or thunder showers. The minimum temperature in the city was 27 while the maximum will be around 35.
The number of confirmed COVID-19 cases at the global level have exceeded 90 lakh with nearly 4,70,000 fatalities. According to data compiled by Johns Hopkins University, 9,06,757 cases of novel coronavirus have been reported across the world. The United States continues to remain the worst hit with 22,91,353 cases and 1,20,106 deaths, followed by Brazil, 10,83,341 cases and over 50,000 deaths. Russia reported 5,84,680 cases and over 8,000 deaths. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. India and China arrive at a mutual consensus to disengage from all the areas of eastern Ladakh, says Army. 2,000 crore rupees allocated by PM CARES Fund for supplying made-in-India ventilators to government-run COVID hospitals. Patanjali launches Ayurvedic medicine for coronavirus. World-famous Rath Yatra taking place amid restrictions in Puri, Odisha. Government decides not to send Hajj pilgrims to Saudi Arabia this year due to the pandemic. And Vice President, Prime Minister and Home Minister pay tributes to Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee on his death anniversary today. And with that we end the midday news.